In this video, we're going to create an automation from start to finish. By doing this, you'll become more confident with creating automations in your store because you'll understand the entire process. Here in FunnelKit Automations and Automations, if I click on Create Automation, you'll see a list of pre-built automations that you can one-click import into your store. In FunnelKit Automations, we refer to these as recipes. If I click on the Abandoned Cart Reminder Pro recipe, we can see a preview of this automation. And this automation has quite a few of the key components that you need to know to be able to create powerful automations for your store. Inside of this automation, we have delay steps. We also have actions where we send emails to the user. And then finally, down here, we have a condition step where we check the value of the cart. And if it's less than a particular amount, they exit the automation. But if it's over a certain amount, we then have an action where we create a dynamic coupon code, and then we email that dynamic coupon code to the user, and then they end the automation. So I think this is a really good automation for us to reverse engineer and rebuild from the ground up. Let's go ahead and recreate this automation from scratch. Here under FunnelKit Automations and Automations, I'll click Create Automation, and then click Start from Scratch. I'll name the automation and click Create. I'll select an event that triggers the automation, and then down here under WooCommerce, I'll select Cart Abandoned, and then click Done. The next setting is to choose whether or not we want this automation to run more than one time on a contact. And in this example, we do, because a contact could abandon their cart multiple times. We also want to enable this second option here where we allow currently active contacts in this automation to re-enter again. We enable this option here because this automation will send a series of emails over 3 days after somebody abandons their cart. And the contact could make changes to their cart, add or remove items, and every time they adjust their cart and then go to the checkout page and abandon their cart, we want them to come back into this automation and re-enter again with their new abandoned cart items, so that when we send emails to them that list the items that they've abandoned in their cart, it has the latest items in their latest abandoned cart. So here I'll go and click Save. Next, I'll click the plus sign and then add a delay. And we'll set this to 30 minutes and click Save. Then I'll click the plus sign and add an action. And here we're going to send an email and click Done. And here we're sending it to the contact's email address. I'll add a subject, and here I want to add the user's first name. So over here, I'll click to add a merge tag, and then I'll search first name and select cart billing first name and click the settings. And for the fallback, I'll say there, so that if there's no first name, we'll output the word there. We'll click copy, and then you can see that's been pasted here. I'll go ahead and tidy this up. I'll add some preview text, and then we're ready to design our email. With the visual builder selected, I'll click Edit, and then I'll choose this pre-made design, and then click Import Template. So it outputs their name, it will output their cart here using the cart items block, and then they can click to go back to checkout, and then down here we have some reviews. To learn more about how to use our new drag and drop email builder, see our separate videos about the email builder. For now, I'll click Save, and then I'll return. After this, we want to add another delay step. So we could click the plus sign here, and then click Delay, and then it will be for 1 day. So with this, I'll click Days, and then click Save. Worth noting is that the delay here is in relation to the step prior. So here, once we send this email, we wait a day, and then we'll do following actions. This is not 1 day from when the event triggered up here. It is in respect to the prior step. So after we wait a day, we want to send another email. So instead of clicking the plus sign and then going through to create the email, let's speed up the process by clicking the 3 dots up here and clicking copy. And then down here, I'll click to paste that email. Then we can go ahead and customize this by clicking. I'll update the subject line. And for this email, let's swap to rich text to show you that you can mix and match the different email editors you're using throughout your different emails in the same automation. So here, I'll just go ahead and remove this because it's copied it over from the visual builder before. I'll paste in my email. So we need to add some merge tags here to dynamically output the content. So here we'll do the first name. So I'll select this, and I'll click merge tags, and I'll search for name. So the cart billing first name, I'll go here. The fallback will be there, and I'll click copy, and then I'll paste that there. Then here, we want to output a table that contains the items in the abandoned cart. So I'll go to merge tags, and up here, I'll search for cart items, and I'll click the settings. Then here, I will select the cart table layout and click copy. And then here I will paste. Lastly, the take me back to cart, we need to link this to the dynamic cart link. So I'll go to merge tags and cart recovery URL. I will click the settings. Here, you could automatically apply a coupon code when they click this and go back to the checkout page. I'm not going to do this in this example, so I will just click copy. And with the text selected here, I will click on the link icon and then paste in my merge tag and click apply. And then I'll click save and close. Then let's add another delay. And here we're delaying for 2 days, and I'll click save. And after this is where we're going to add a condition. So I'll click the plus sign and then select condition. I'll click add new condition, and then cart total is greater than $25. Please note that you do not need to add your currency symbol here. Just add the value and it will use your store's currency set in WooCommerce's settings. With my value added, I'll click save. Then down here, if the cart total is greater than $25, no, then we just want to end the automation. So here I'll click a plus sign, and then I'll go down and add the exit step. And once the contacts with a lower cart reach this stage, they exit the automation and they're not contacted again from this automation. But if the cart total is greater than $25, we want to create a coupon code. So let's click the plus sign, and then we'll click action. And under WooCommerce, we'll select create coupon and click done. This here is for admin purposes. So I'll just say AC 10 for abandoned cart 10. The percentage type will be a percentage discount, and I will select 10 off. So it's 10% off the cart total. Here you have some other options that you could use for the discount type. For the code prefix, I'll do AC for abandoned cart. And if I hover on the tooltip, it explains how the coupon code will be generated. Basically, it'll create a dynamic coupon code for everyone that starts with AC, and then after that, it will be unique to each person. So one person will get AC this, and then the next person will get AC that, and so on. I want this to expire after 3 days, because this abandoned cart automation is set up to send them emails over 3 days to get them back and purchasing. If they do not purchase during that period, we want to make the coupon code expire. And that way, if we want to use scarcity within these emails in this automation, it's true scarcity. Up the top, under restrictions, we could customize the settings here so that the coupon code is only valid under specific conditions, and also under limits, we can limit when this coupon code can be used. If we go back to general, we have a note here that says this dynamic coupon can be used in emails and other actions using the merge tag and then this. So I'll go ahead and copy this merge tag and then click save, because we'll use that in the email we're about to create. So once we create the coupon code, let's click the plus sign and then add an action where we send an email and click done. And then if you are using rich text, you could come down here and paste that merge tag, and that would output the dynamic coupon code. But in this example, I'm going to use the new email builder. So I'll click Visual Builder and then click Edit. And scrolling down, I'm going to choose this email template here. So I'll click Preview and then Import Template. So I quickly adjusted this email. Down here, where we want to output the cart items, under blocks, we have the cart items block. So we just drag and drop that onto the page, like so. Then for the coupon, if I click here, this is a coupon block. So if I exit out, under blocks, we have the coupon block, and we just drag and drop that into the page. If I click to edit the coupon block, under coupon type, we can select automation, and then click select, and choose our AC10 coupon that we created from that action. Down here, enable with cart recovery link, we want to enable this. And just like that, Every person that receives this email will have their unique coupon code output here in the coupon field. And when they click this button, they will go back to the checkout page. The items that they abandoned in their cart will be added back into their cart. And also, the coupon code will automatically be applied to their order. With this done, I'll click Save, and then Exit, and down here, I'll click Save and Close. And once they're sent the coupon code, they then end the automation. Our automation is now complete, and we've recreated the recipe from scratch. If you're an existing FunnelKit user, jump in, give this feature a go, and if you get stuck, reach out to our support.